ポートマフィアとの交渉ではなかったようだな。
あ
あ、奴の狙いは
Oh, to kill.
ボスの暗殺だ。
Wow. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Bungo Stray Dogs Season 3 Episode 9 Cannibalism Part 1. Last episode, Nathaniel, working with Fyodor, attacked both Fukuzawa and Mori with this cannibalistic ability or whatever. Now it's like if one of them dies, the other one is gonna live. So now he's facing he's basically pitting the mafia against the agency, and now there's gonna be a battle to, I don't know, man. I don't know what the heck is gonna be happening. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up to subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feeling. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. I was just here thinking there are so many unrealistic things. I don't know why people focusing on it, but like, okay, that one point where Kunikida saved a sushi, that the bullets were flying and then they flying right at them, and then he's like dragging him away to the corner or wherever, but like he should have been hit, you know. And then when the girl blew up, Kunikida was clearly close to her. The bomb exploded. He's okay. No major scratches, no major injuries. But you see the whole thing collapsing on the girl. And then you have who else? I don't think. Was it Kyuka? What Kyuka came to say? I don't know. It's like you have all these things that I'm like, y'all should have been hit. Okay. Realistically, they should have been hit by these weapons, by these bullets and stuff. But they were not. But then again, it's anime, so even in movies and stuff, it happens. So I'm like, why am I even complaining about this? I don't know. Sometimes it just, I can't not talk about it. But yeah, like, this Fyodor character is, all these people were humans. He came there acting like a kind Russian man or whatever, manipulating these kids. We need Dazai in this. Okay, he needs to, like, but even, I don't know. Like, does I figure it out that Fyodor was behind this thing? He goes to meet him in the alley. You know there was gonna be a sniper there, but you didn't protect yourself. Why? I don't know. I was about to say, I just started thinking, is it because, like, in Dead Apple, Fyodor betrayed him, right? He thought that they were working together and Fyodor betrayed him. And then here he figured out that Fyodor was behind this. So I'm like, you knew about the sniper and then you didn't protect yourself. So I'm thinking, okay, because Dazai is also smart. Excuse me. So he doesn't do things like, he thinks about stuff before he does them. You know, he plans things out. So I'm thinking, did he take himself out of that whole equation on purpose? Did he think that if he was mixed in there, that Fyodor will surely win, and if he takes himself out, then they will find a way to beat him at whatever game Fyodor is currently playing? Like, I don't know. Like, told them that they needed to kill each other, right? It told them that this cannibalistic ability was like hurting both Fukuzawa and Mori, right? And so because of that, Rampo is thinking, okay, if we find the person that has disability and we have the Zai touch him, then that's gonna be it, right? Both Mori and Fukuzawa are gonna be healed. So he figured out, based on his deduction and whatnot, that the person that has the ability is living in I forgot what that city was called, is living there. They go there. I'm like, clearly Fyodor's gonna know that they're coming. And yes, he does. And then he called the person and told them that they were coming. And then the guy told these kids to distract them or protect them or something or other like that. He called them his siblings and whatnot. So I'm not totally sure that they are blood related or if it's just like the circumstances that brought all these, like the man and these kids together, and they formed this sort of like family unit. I don't know, but he's like distracting. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? How are these kids supposed to be distracting Kunikida and Asushi? They were carrying guns and shooting at them. I'm like, okay, Kunikida like created the tear gas, threw it at them, and one of them still had the mind to still point a gun at Asushi. Asushi could not dodge or whatever, so Kunikida was forced to shoot at her, but not mortally, just like to stop her. But still, that had to weigh on him, the fact that he had to shoot a child. And then they kept going. They come upon this little girl with 3 bombs around her neck. I'm like, are you kidding me? And of course, Kunikida, being the person that he is, he's like, okay, I need to talk this girl out of getting rid of the grenades. And he told Asushi to go after who they thought had the ability and to capture him at all costs. And meanwhile, he was going to try to talk to this girl. And he was talking to her, and you could clearly see that it was working a little bit until he pulled out his notebook. And because he pulled out his notebook, and Fyodor had already manipulated this little girl, telling her that if the guy pulled out this book, then his brother or whatever, I don't quite remember exactly what he said, but clearly if he pulls out that book, it's not good, so you need to kill him and you need to save your brother. He put that in. He manipulated this little girl into killing herself. I'm like, and he was there playing music to that dude that, I forgot his name, that had a problem with Kunikida and everything, his ideals and whatnot. And it's because of that, the guy told Fyodor that he would never break Kunikida, And the fact that Kunikida was not able to save this girl. And then at the end there, the guy is asking Fyodor, like, what is your goal? And then he has this sick smile on his face. And I'm thinking, is his goal to break Kunikida? Because at first he had to shoot that little girl, and now he couldn't save this girl from blowing herself up. And you know how he is about his ideals and everything. So it's like, if you keep compounding all these failures on Kunikida, is he gonna reach like a point where he's gonna break Kunikida? Is that what Fyodor is after? I mean, not just Kunikida by himself, but like maybe everybody on the agency. I don't know. And now Asushi captures this person. This person's like, are you trying to... He brought up something. like maybe they were trying to bury something or other like that. Clearly, the guy had no ability. He was just a pawn that Fyodor was using, and he's like, okay, this kind Russian gave me a message for my pursuers or something or other like that. Like, you can't change the rules, and Rumble did not like that because he feels like he's basically dealing with a version of Dazai, and he doesn't like it. And so what they thought was gonna be, okay, we captured this person, we're gonna have Dazai touch him, and this whole thing's gonna be over. Now that's not happening anymore. And then you have Tanizaki there that gave them the message from Rumple and what they were trying to do and everything. And he's there. They're thinking, okay, he's captured now, tied up. And then you're thinking, the others are not coming with this person, so we're going to kill you. And then they started, well, at first, he's like, you're going to be a spy. He's like, why would I be spying for you? And then he mentioned the sister. You know, when you mention his sister, he gets a real upset. And he had this look in his eye that all three of them were like, huh? And then they were like, we're going to riddle you with bullets, kill you or something or other. I don't know. He's like, you can try. And he had this look in his eyes. And I'm like, okay, what's about to happen? Then you see him like taking out a paper or whatever. And Kunikita could feel him taking it out. So I guess it's part of the book. I'm assuming it's a page. He turned like a little slip of paper out of his book. And they wrote whatever the ability is, the thing. Oh, a knife. Must be a knife, right? Because he didn't have a knife when he was captured. They searched him. And then it wasn't until he pulled out the piece of paper and then Kunikita's like, dopo poeto. And then he said something, Japanese words that I'm assuming means the army knife, but I don't even know what an army knife would. But this weapon pulled it out, and that's how he was able to escape. And then he was using his illusion stuff. I'm like, what? Like, I know he can create illusions, but the way he was using it in this episode, I'm like, what? And even that dude, like the old dude, was like so impressed. And he's like, oh, this is great for assassinations. And I'm like, I was so impressed at that particular moment. But then it wasn't until he was dialing his phone, and he's like, when they're like, oh, he's about to go to try to assassinate Mori. And that's exactly what he did. He got into the room and pulled out the weapon and was about to, or did he? He was about to stab him. And then they go to, Fukuzawa. He was in Annie's room, and he says, because you see Tanizaki, like, about to plunge the knife. And then they immediately switch to Fukuzawa. Like, he's just sort of like woke up, sort of like in pain or something or other like that. And I'm like thinking, okay, did Fyodor lie to them? Is killing? They're thinking, is he making them believe that if you kill Mori, you're gonna be saving Fukuzawa, right? But in reality, if you kill Mori, you are. That doesn't even make sense. Otherwise, if you kill Mori, then you will be killing Fukuzawa. Like, I would say it's gonna be the other way around. But if you kill Mori-san and then Fukuzawa died, then that's what it means. Like, you're not really saving anybody, you're killing both of them. So you should have just let the thing do its thing. I don't know. But that's where my mind went at first, before I just thought it through. But that's what I was thinking at first. But then Fukuzawa was like telling Annie that they should not try to kill Mori. They should not go to war with the mafia, and that they should just protect the peace and something of the city or something or other like that. So clearly Fukuzawa does not want them to go to war with the mafia. He's willing to die, I guess, to let this thing play out. If the mafia wants to kill them, okay, kill him, okay, but he does not want his people to go after the mafia and try to kill Mori. So they go back to Tanizaki there, right? And Tanizaki was stopped. He was stabbed by Koyo, I think was her name. And but it wasn't the real Tanizaki that was there, right? It wasn't the real him. And he was still using his illusions, but yes, Koyo could not see him, but he could feel his bloodlust, so she was able to defend Mori while still attacking Tanizaki. Tanizaki was in danger of dying, and then Kyoga showed up with Dimensional, and because she used to be part of the Pearl Mafia, she knows the ins and out of the place, so she was able to get in there and save Tanizaki, and they jumped off the window, and they landed, and then they got into the van with Rumple, and the others. And then what were they thinking of doing? I don't know. And that's not Tanizaki. Asushi reminded them of what Fuzawa said, not to go after the Power Mafia. So it's like, what are they gonna do now? Like, I don't know. And this Fyodor person, man. Like, when that dude asked him, what are you after? And then he was smiling. I'm like, yeah, what are you after? Like, I don't know. I know he said he wants a world without sin, without gifted, and whatever. But, like, that's in the grand scheme of things, Right now, him attacking, making these two face each other, and these two agencies, I guess, the Bomb Mafia and then the detective agency, like, face each other, creating all these things that could possibly break Kunikida's spirit. All of this is, what is he doing it for? Sometimes I'm like, I don't get what you're saying, because when you're asking Fyodor something, he'll be going on this just quoting or saying stuff that you could read from a psychological book or something or other like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? When he starts talking like that, I keep going. It reminds me of Psychopaths. It reminds me of Psychopaths, because there was one character, I don't know, but they will also go on this. I'm like, Psychopaths, apart from the first season, the first season was the easiest for me to follow and enjoy. The second season was okay as well, but the third season, I'm like, what the heck are y'all talking about? It just became sort of like philosophical, I don't know, I just didn't get it. So when he goes on like that, I'm like, what are you talking about? I want them to just talk to me in plain English and let me know what exactly he is trying to do. I don't care about his ability to crime and punishment, right? And he starts going on about, I think he did that during the movie. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he is doing it a little bit in these episodes as well. I'm like, just talk to me in plain English. I'm gonna be killing all these people because of what? Something or other. I don't know. I'm tired. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/Philomini, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Praise up, past scrolls, one thing I know. I just wanna say thank you, Lord.